Guess what? Nobody tells you this about being a good girl. I didn't realize I was abandoning myself until I finally slowed down. Being a good girl was something that I lived my entire lifetime, up until recently. And then I thought about it for a while. And I realized that being a good girl is essentially being a people pleaser. And it's not good to be a people pleaser, especially as you mature. You get to know who you are, you grow into the woman that you're destined to be. And so, I know you guys would be thinking, like, what are some examples of being a people pleaser? So let's start off with number one, doing what is expected of you. We all falter and fall into that category, right? Due to familiar pressure from parents, grandparents, schools, and teachers. Two, not rocking the boat. We've learned not to rock the boat in order to keep the peace in whatever setting we're sitting at. Number three, in terms of being a people pleaser and being a good girl, is engaging in calculated risks to a point where it's almost paralyzing. And because you're not engaging in behavior that will be deemed spontaneous. Number four, about being a good girl, is being demure and palatable to fit the needs of others, right? And the last example of being a good girl that I will not engage in anymore is code switching. My voice is my voice, it's direct, and it's how it's coming, right? And so, with that, these examples that I had given can happen whether it's in a personal or professional setting. So I'm going to go through each one of them and give you examples of how being a good girl is an example of being a people pleaser so that you can relate to it. So doing what is expected, which was number one, we were always taught books over boys, go to college, get your college degree. Once you graduate from college, get a really good job, climb the corporate ladder, even the social ladder, if you will. And then also always being there for family. Being a good girl, you get hooked into that trap of, you got to be there for your family no matter what. And your feelings get completely ignored because there's people in your family that you absolutely don't want to be around, but you are expected to settle and just take it because you are the good girl. Now, number two, which was not rocking the proverbial boat, this one is something that we carry through a lifetime. Examples of that would be, when you walk into a room, you have to read the entire room to determine, who's there, and then adjust based upon you not offending others, not hurting others' feelings, right? And you always have to engage in being the bigger person in all circumstances. And guess what? I'm not doing it anymore. So, number three, engaging in calculated risks. That's fine, but you don't have to do it for everything. When you're engaging in calculated risk, is you over analyzing, you overthinking about situations that can be just so simple and enjoyable, right? And then when you're overthinking, you're taking the joy out of those situations. And so every moment doesn't have to be thought out thoroughly, right? You don't have to say every time, oh, is it safe? Will it help my future? What are the repercussions? What if my family finds out? So what? So what if they find out? Be you at the end of the day. Number four, being demure and palatable. Ugh. So this is living according to societal standards, what has been bestowed upon us, and how we must carry ourselves as being ladylike. Oh, ladies don't do this, ladies don't do that. Who made those rules? You know what, rules may be broken, and I'm a rule breaker at this point. And so, playing in that position, we have been conditioned to be demure and palatable to fit the workplace, to fit our families, to conform to whatever is needed. And it's something that needs to be tossed out the window, because I need you to be you in every situation. And number 5, code switching. Code switching is something that I am over. I am over it. And so having to change my voice and my tone from walking into the office to talking to my friends to being in after work settings, it is completely exhausting trying to figure out which vernacular I should use at any given moment, just to make sure that I fit into the situation. And I'm done with that, especially with the evolution of the English language. We are all on the same page. So what's up, sis, at the end of the day? So I'm exhausted just even thinking about it. So the next thing on the list would be learning to choose yourself. Choosing yourself is so important, because we have a tendency to put our feelings on the back burner, and it's not necessary, right? We were put here on this earth to enjoy what we are doing. And so I want to talk to you about 5 ways you can choose yourself in every circumstance, and how you can stop being the good girl, right? Because we are growing as women and we're growing together. So my first recommendation is do what you want to do. You are placed on this earth to enjoy yourself and not just be here for others, right? So while you're here, you're living and you're breathing, it's time for you to go out there and to truly enjoy yourself. Number 2, stand on business. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Say it with your entire chest when you are thinking something. Say it out loud, because someone else wants to say it as well. So stand on business and screw everybody else's feelings. Number 3, when you are thinking about transitioning or experiencing something new, ask yourself, why not? Why not me? Right? I'm her. I'm she. I am very deserving. So I'm going to walk and lean into that 100%. Number 4, to choosing yourself and not being a good girl, is when you are walking into rooms, walk in those rooms like God sent you himself. And while you're walking in there, make sure you don't forget to put on your peace crown, because that's the only thing we are accepting at this moment is peace of mind, peace of heart, and peace in this entire world. Everything else can fall to the wayside as far as I'm concerned. But lastly, and what's most important, and this is the message for today, you have to choose yourself. You know why? Because they do. And they will. Absolutely. It's not easy to transition. It really isn't. It really isn't. But at some point, you have to choose yourself, even if it is uncomfortable. It's allowing you to rise to the occasion. I'm Lorraine, and I help people connect spiritually to their inner knowing, planting seeds to help you grow through life so that you can usher in love, peace, and abundance. And as a reminder, choosing yourself is the most selfless act you can engage in, because it aligns you with your purpose. If this video resonated with you and you would like to discuss ways to choose yourself, let's chat about it. I'm open and I want to hear from you. You can put it in the comments down below. And if you want a more intimate conversation, you can click the link, schedule a call with me. Let's talk about that. I really want to hear from you and what's going on, because you are much deserving. Please don't forget to spread some love by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Until next time, happy growing, people. Peace.